I lost an imaginary bet. My husband and I started out wanting to remain childless. Both of our crazy mothers freaked out over this every chance they could. For 5 years we had to listen to them about how we were ignoring God's wish for us. Thank goodness they hated each other or they would have ganged up on us. Then when I reached my 30s I got a surprise. We decided to keep the baby, but our moms didn't seem all that interested. In fact, when the baby came, neither of them rushed to the hospital. My mom never showed up and my mother-in-law came wandering in that evening. My sister, on the other hand, had gotten to the hospital as soon as she could and had stayed with me all day. My sister and I had both walked back down to the room housing the viewing window. She wanted to see her new nephew again before she had to go home. My baby was being shy. While all the other babies that had managed to get themselves unswaddled were waving their arms, crying or just looking around, mine had one hand over his left eye and the other hand over his mouth. All you could see was the little guy's nose and closed right eye. My sister looked at this and said, "Aw, he must know that he looks like his ugly daddy because he is already self-conscious." She then said, "It's okay, little fella, they have made great progress in cosmetic surgery." My husband and my sister have always said hi ugly and bye ugly to each other. I don't know why, because they aren't. About this time my mother-in-law and sister-in-law came strolling in, talking to each other and ignoring everyone else. They stopped right inside the doorway and continued talking so that it was awkward for others that were coming in and going out. I have no clue why they did this. They frickin' lived with each other, they could talk anytime. Also, it would have been no problem to move away from the door. One man even said "excuse me" twice. He then squeezed past them when they ignored him, and as he was walking away my sister-in-law shouted after him, "Uck, rude?" My sister and I exchanged glances. We both knew something crazy was brewing. Finally they both came up to the viewing window. Without asking me how I was or anything at all else, my sister-in-law asked, "So which kid is yours?" Oh. This was gonna be interesting even though the names were on the little cribs. I pointed to my baby who still had his hands over his face. I waited for them to complain that they couldn't see him. Instead my sister-in-law turned to my mother-in-law and said, "You were right, he looks nothing like my brother."